Across the vast tapestry of history, few narratives capture the spirit of resilience and unwavering spirit as powerfully as the story of the Comanche people. From their humble beginnings in the Rocky Mountains to their rise as a dominant force on the Great Plains, the Comanche journey is an epic saga of strength, adaptation, and unwavering defiance. This exploration delves deep into the heart of the Comanche experience, revealing the secrets of their masterful horsemanship, the complexities of their social structure, and the unwavering courage that fueled their success. We witness their rise to power, their clashes with empires, and their enduring fight for sovereignty. But the Comanche story is not simply one of battles and victories. It is a tale of cultural preservation, linguistic revival, and the pursuit of economic independence. Through their unwavering commitment to their heritage, the Comanche people continue to carve their own destiny, inspiring generations to come. Welcome, esteemed audience, to Native Journals. Today, we delve deep into the comprehensive history of the Comanche people. Join us on an enlightening journey through their rich heritage, tracing their origins, cultural significance, and their impact during various historical periods. Discover the resilience, traditions, and legacy of the Comanche tribe as we unravel their compelling story, offering insights into their customs, leaders, conflicts, and enduring contributions. If you're keen to explore the complete Comanche history, hit the subscribe button, show your support with a thumbs up, and let's embark together on this educational odyssey. Origins and migrations, 16th to 17th century. The Comanche people trace their ancestry back to the Shoshone, a group of indigenous people who lived in the Rocky Mountain region of North America. Linguists believe that the Comanche language belongs to the Numic branch of the Uto-Aztecan language family, which is shared with other Shoshonean tribes. Archaeological and linguistic evidence suggests that the Comanche began to diverge from the broader Shoshan population around the 14th century, likely due to environmental changes and population pressure. The Shoshan were traditionally semi-nomadic hunter-gatherers who followed the seasonal movements of bison and other game animals. They lived in small bands that were organized around kinship ties. The Shoshan were known for their skill in hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. They also developed a rich oral tradition that included stories, songs, and ceremonies. The Comanche people share many cultural similarities with the Shoshan. Both groups spoke languages that belonged to the same language family, and they shared similar social and political structures. The Comanche also inherited many of the Shoshone's traditional skills and knowledge, such as hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. However, there are also some important differences between the Comanche and the Shoshone. The Comanche were more mobile than the Shoshone, due in part to their acquisition of horses. They also developed a more complex social and political structure, with multiple bands and a system of chiefs and other leaders. The Comanche also became known for their fierce warriors, who played a key role in their expansion and dominance on the southern plains. When it comes to migration to the southern plains of the Comanche, a lot can be discussed. Between the 16th and 17th centuries, the Comanche embarked on a gradual southward migration. This move was likely driven by a combination of factors, including the search for new hunting grounds. As the population of bison in their traditional homelands dwindled, the Comanche needed to find new sources of food. The southern plains offered vast grasslands, teeming with buffalo, making it an ideal destination. When it comes to the acquisition of horses, it started quite early. The arrival of horses in North America in the 16th century through Spanish colonization had a profound impact on indigenous societies, including the Comanche. Horses revolutionized transportation, hunting, and warfare, offering significant advantages over foot travel. The Comanche quickly became adept at horsemanship, integrating horses into their culture and economy. Horse ownership became a symbol of wealth and prestige, and skilled horsemanship was highly valued. The acquisition of horses also facilitated the Comanche expansion into the vast plains, allowing them to travel greater distances and exploit new resources. Pressure from neighboring tribes, competition for resources and territory likely played a role in the Comanche migration. As other tribes expanded into their traditional lands, the Comanche may have felt pressure to move south in search of new territory. The migration was not a single event, but rather a gradual process that took place over several decades. The Comanche likely migrated in small bands, following bison herds and exploring new territory. They adapted their way of life to the Great Plains environment, becoming skilled horsemen and buffalo hunters. They developed new technologies, such as the Comanche bow, which was specifically designed for horseback archery. They also developed a complex social and political organization, with each band having its own leader and council. The Comanche migration to the southern plains was a pivotal event in their history. It allowed them to access new resources, develop new technologies, and establish themselves as a dominant force in the region. The Comanche would go on to become one of the most powerful and feared tribes in North America, and their legacy continues to inspire people today. The Comanche migration is a fascinating story that illustrates the resilience and adaptability of the Comanche people. It is a story that continues to inspire us today. Initial contact and trade is also worth discussing. The initial contact between the Comanche and horses likely occurred through trade with Spanish and Pueblo settlements in the 16th century. The Comanche recognized the immense potential of these animals and eagerly acquired them through trade, offering bison hides and other goods in exchange. However, trade alone did not provide enough horses to meet the growing demand within Comanche society. The Comanche's pursuit of horses led to the adoption of aggressive raiding tactics, targeting Spanish settlements, Pueblo villages, and other indigenous groups possessing horses. Renowned for their speed and surprise attacks, the Comanche also captured wild horses, integrating them into their herds and selectively breeding for specific traits like speed, endurance, and intelligence. This sophisticated breeding program crafted the Comanche horse, known for its adaptability to the Great Plains demands, smaller yet sturdier compared to European breeds tailored for hunting, warfare, and travel. Horses became the cornerstone of Comanche society, reshaping their identity, social structure, and activities. Ownership symbolized wealth and prestige, while horsemanship was highly esteemed. Men showcased skills through races, hunts, and daring raids, while women played crucial roles in horse care and training. The Comanche's southern expansion harnessed the horse's mobility, allowing them to dominate, scout enemy territory swiftly, and employ sophisticated warfare tactics that outmaneuvered adversaries, earning a reputation as fierce warriors feared and respected in the region. The horse acquisition marked a pivotal moment in Comanche history, enabling them to establish dominance on the southern plains, forge an expansive empire, and influence neighboring indigenous groups. Their expertise in horsemanship and warfare, blended with adaptability and resourcefulness, crafted a lasting legacy. This enduring cultural identity, where the Comanche and their horses are synonymous with the American West, remains indelibly etched in North American history. The rise of the Comanche Empire, 18th to 19th centuries. The rise of the Comanche Empire was intricately tied to their exceptional expertise in horsemanship and warfare. Starting in the 16th century, the Comanche dedicated themselves to becoming unparalleled horseback riders and warriors across the plain. Their legendary horsemanship allowed them to perform incredible feats, riding bareback, shooting arrows with remarkable precision from horseback, and displaying extraordinary agility and speed, all crucial for their survival in hunting, raiding, warfare. Organized into bands led by skilled war chiefs, Comanche warriors underwent rigorous training in horsemanship, archery, and hand-to-hand combat. Their adaptable tactics enabled them to outmaneuver larger enemy forces, showcasing a sophisticated military culture. This prowess fueled the Comanches' expansion into an expansive empire, Comancheria, stretching from present-day Kansas to the Rio Grande, and from the foothills of the Rockies to East Texas. This vast territory provided access to abundant resources like bison herds, wild horses, and fertile land. Establishing intricate trade routes linked them with neighboring indigenous groups and Spanish settlements, though it also led to conflicts with these various powers. Despite confrontations, the Comanche maintained dominance for over a century. Riding was central to Comanche culture and warfare, serving to acquire resources and assert power. Their strategic raids targeted Spanish settlements, Mexican ranches, and other indigenous communities, yielding significant spoils. Moreover, these displays of military might aided in diplomatic negotiations, securing favorable trade agreements and alliances that reinforced their regional dominance. The rise of the Comanche Empire stands as a testament to their mastery of horsemanship and warfare, their territorial expansion, and their adeptness in raiding and diplomacy, solidifying their pivotal role in shaping the history of North America. The social fabric of the Comanche was intricately woven with a complex structure based on kinship and territorial division. Numerous bands, each led by its chief, constituted the framework of their society, with bands like the Panatica, Cozoteca, Noconi, Quahadi, and Yamparaca holding significant roles in Comancheria. Band structures were adaptable, allowing for mergers, splits, and temporary alliances as needed. Leadership within each band was entrusted to chiefs chosen for their bravery, wisdom, and leadership skills. Their authority rested upon earning the respect and trust of their band members, guiding decisions and resolving disputes. Gender and age determined roles within the band, with men primarily engaged in hunting, warfare, and raiding, while women managed the camp, tended to familial responsibilities, and played active roles in trade and diplomacy. The Comanche had a comprehensive system of laws and customs governing social and political life, founded on tradition and transmitted across generations. Their society was adaptive, thriving in challenging environments while maintaining independence over generations. Despite their reputation as formidable warriors, the Comanche engaged extensively in trade with neighboring indigenous groups, Spanish settlements, and American traders trading bison hides, horses, and meat. They acquired tools, weapons, and various goods. Establishing a complex network of trade routes, they fostered cultural exchange and interdependence across the Great Plains and beyond. Spanish influence deeply impacted Comanche culture and trade, introducing horses and firearms that revolutionized their way of life and warfare. The Comanche, in turn, influenced their trading partners, their horses, weaponry, and cultural practices, leaving a lasting mark on various indigenous traditions. The Comanche Empire flourished under the leadership of numerous influential figures, such as Quanah Parker, a skilled warrior and diplomat who negotiated peace with the U.S. government during the Red River War, securing a reservation for his people. Other notable leaders like Buffalo Hump and Isatai, along with countless other chiefs, significantly shaped Comanche history, their legacies enduring in the celebration of Comanche culture today. The Comanche Empire, a society marked by remarkable horsemanship, skilled warfare, flexible social organization, and adept diplomacy, thrived for centuries on the Great Plains. Their legacy, deeply woven into the history of North America, stands as a testament to their independence, influence, and enduring cultural Impact. Conflict and resistance. 18th to 19th centuries. The arrival of Spanish colonists in the 16th century initiated a tumultuous era of conflict and resistance for the Comanche. Initially focused on trade, tensions arose as the Spanish attempted to control Comanche movement and land. The Comanche fiercely defended their territory through raids and attacks, disrupting Spanish operations and struggling against encroachment. Despite engaging in diplomacy and signing treaties, persistent conflict characterized their interactions. After Mexico gained independence from Spain in 1821, tensions continued between the Comanche and the Mexican government, which sought to integrate them into society. Escalating violence marked the 1830s and 1840s, with Mexican military campaigns largely unsuccessful against the Comanche's resistance. The Texas Revolution of 1836 complicated relations further, leading to conflicts and casualties in the Comanche-Texan Wars as the Comanche defended their land against Texan expansion. The Red River War of 1874 to 1875 was the climax of the Comanche struggle against the United States government's insistence on reservation settlement. Quanah emerged as a notable leader during this conflict, demonstrating bravery and diplomacy, yet ultimately succumbing to defeat. Forced relocation to reservations in Oklahoma disrupted their traditional way of life, and assimilation policies eroded their language, culture, and traditions. Despite these challenges, the Comanche have preserved their unique identity, fighting for land rights and self-determination. Their legacy of resistance and resilience inspires indigenous communities globally, showcasing a history marked by courage, determination, and an unwavering spirit in the face of adversity. The Comanche story epitomizes a saga of conflict, adaptation, and survival, a testament to their enduring courage and unwavering spirit. Modern Comanche Nation, 20th to 21st centuries. The 20th and 21st centuries have been a complex journey for the Comanche Nation, marked by resilience and adaptation. Despite historical challenges like forced relocation and assimilation policies, the Comanche people have tenaciously preserved their distinct culture and identity, striving for self-determination and economic progress. Present-day Comanche Nation. As a federally recognized tribe headquartered in Lawton, Oklahoma, the Comanche Nation counts over 17,000 enrolled members, with around 7,000 residing within its tribal jurisdictional area spanning Lawton, Fort Sill, and adjacent counties. The tribe operates diverse programs and services. Education initiatives encompass a tribal college, elementary school, and early childhood education programs. Healthcare services include clinics, pharmacies, and mental health support. Housing assistance programs and affordable housing construction benefit tribal members. A range of businesses, including casinos, hotels, and restaurants, contribute to economic development. Cultural preservation programs strive to safeguard language, traditions, and heritage. A democratically elected government, comprising a chairman, vice chairman, and 7 tribal council members, oversees tribal affairs, cultural preservation, and language revival. Significant efforts to preserve Comanche culture and language have been made. The Comanche language, Numunu, pronounced Numunu, is actively taught through language classes and immersion programs. Cultural centers and museums play pivotal roles in educating future generations about their rich heritage, economic development, and self-determination. The Comanche Nation remains committed to economic development and self-sufficiency, operating diverse enterprises that generate revenue for government programs and services. Efforts are ongoing to diversify industries such as tourism and agriculture, aiming to create job opportunities for tribal members. Challenges and future prospects. Challenges persist for the Comanche Nation, including high rates of poverty and unemployment, limited access to quality health care, discrimination, loss of traditional lands and resources, and the impact of climate change on the Great Plains. Initiatives are underway to address these issues, developing educational programs and vocational training opportunities, enhancing healthcare services and accessibility, fostering cultural preservation and language revitalization, advocating for tribal sovereignty and self-determination, collaborating with other tribes and organizations to tackle shared challenges. Despite ongoing challenges, the Comanche Nation remains resolute in overcoming obstacles and shaping a prosperous future for its members. The tribe's resilience, commitment to cultural heritage, and pursuit of self-determination define its narrative. The Comanche Nation stands as a vibrant community with a determined vision for its bright future. In conclusion, the Comanche people have etched a remarkable story onto the landscape of North American history. Their rise to power as a dominant force on the Great Plains, their fierce resistance against colonial encroachment, and their continued fight for self-determination paint a picture of a people who have consistently defied the odds. From their origins as nomadic hunters to their mastery of horsemanship and warfare, the Comanche demonstrated an extraordinary ability to adapt and thrive in a challenging environment. Their complex social organization, skilled diplomacy, and intricate trading networks allowed them to maintain their independence and influence for generations. Despite facing numerous challenges, including conflicts with colonial powers and forced relocation to reservations, the Comanche spirit of resilience has never been extinct. Their dedication to preserving their language, culture, and traditions is a testament to their unwavering commitment to their heritage. Today, the Comanche Nation stands as a vibrant community, actively pursuing economic development and self-determination. Their story serves as an inspiration for indigenous communities around the world, demonstrating the power of perseverance and the enduring strength of cultural identity. As we look toward the future, the Comanche legacy continues to resonate. It reminds us of the courage, adaptability, and unwavering spirit that can overcome even the most formidable obstacles. The Comanche story is not just a historical record, but a vital reminder of the power of human resilience and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Thank you for watching this video till its very end. Remember to like this video if you did not do it earlier. To stay up to date with more informative content on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and click the notifications bell to get notified anytime we upload exciting video contents like this one. Thank you.